हेलो फ्रेंड्स, गुड इवनिंग। काफ़ी टाइम हो गया, बीच में मैंने कोई वीडियो नहीं बना पाया एंड टुडे आई थॉट लेट मी जस्ट मेक वन. So topic for today is going to be decision making. It's a very small thing, but at the same time very important thing. I would explain how and why. When I say decision making, you must be thinking maybe purely from a professional perspective, but I think it applies everywhere in your personal life as well as in your professional life. So decision making, uh, to give you a perspective and a background, is like, um, you know in a personal life also, it's starting from a small thing, whether what do I wear is also a decision that you make every day, and what do I eat is also a decision that you take. Which route to take, when you're going to office, is also a decision that you make. So in a day, about I heard somewhere, or I read somewhere, that I think you take about close to 200 to 500 decisions every day. So it becomes very very important for every human being, what kind of decisions you are taking, whether it is office or your personal life. uh, we'll talk about certain things as part of decision making. The first thing I would talk about is, it's very interesting. I mean, you can pay attention to this, is that having a proper control over your breath. That's really very important in terms of your decision making. How, for example, what I know is that when there is a change in any of the state, for example, if you are happy, or you are anxious, or you are uh, frightened with something, or you are excited about something, the first thing that changes is your breath. Either it will become fast or it will become slow. And that's where you're not in control of your body, your mind, and your obviously decision making will also get disturbed and impacted. So the first thing that you have to look at is, and learn to deal with it, is that you have to have control over your breath. That's first thing. For example, if you are excited, for example, and you are in a place or a situation where you really can't show your excitement, and you are not in control of that, it may turn out to be maybe a little funny or awkward or an embarrassing situation for you. So you have to have control over your breath. How do you handle that? Is that there is a concept called deliberate breathing. So what you can do is, you can inhale from your nose and exhale from your mouth. I'll demonstrate that. You can literally do this, and if you do it at least minimum 6 times, uh, you will go back to your original state, before your excitement, or you were anxious, or maybe you were little afraid of anything, or you were getting nervous. It generally happens in office also, where you are about to present something and you literally become nervous. So you can apply this, and it even helps people who are dealing with depression or anxiety. So you can, that's first thing. The second thing is going to be the stable mind. Any decision, especially the important decisions, when you take, your mind has to be very stable. How do you do that? Before I go ahead and explain that, I will try and bring your attention towards something which is very important. For example, if you're looking into into water, and water is waving, or maybe it's not stable, our state of our mind is exactly same. When the water is not stable, and you try to look at the water and see your face, you will not be able to see your face clearly, because there are waves in the water and the surface. Exactly, that is the same thing which happens with your mind also. When your mind is not stable, you will not have clear vision, you will not have clear thought process. Clarity of thoughts will be impacted, and you may not be able to take a right decision because of your unstable state of mind. So it's really very important, especially when you're taking a big decision, or a important decision. Your mind has to be stable. If you're not in a stable mind, maybe take a break, go out, have a cup of tea, coffee, just walk around, and then maybe come back. And if it is about personal life, you can maybe not take that decision today, maybe postpone it for some other time and then take a decision. Because another example is that if your phone is moving and then you still try and click a picture or maybe you shoot a video, obviously there'll not be any clarity. So these are two small examples of your mind not being stable, because of which, like, your picture will not be clear if you are moving or your camera is moving. Similarly, if your mind is unstable and you still take a decision, chances are that the decision may not turn out to be a right decision. The third thing is patience. This is extremely very important. While it takes a lot of time and age, it comes with age. It takes a lot of time to train your mind in such a way that you are able to be patient in pressure situations. But all you can do is I again go back to the breathing thing. If you want to get into a patient mode and you want to make your mind stable, you have to again go back to your breathing thing. So your mind, you have to be in a very very patient state of mind, and don't rush. You just wait for the right time, analyze, sit back, take a pause. Not necessarily you have to take a decision at the same time. There'll be times where you're supposed to take a decision. For example, if a negotiation is happening in a sales deal, you may have to take a call. But if you are in a position to maybe buy some time from client or your stakeholder, you please do that. And then once you are in right frame of mind, take that decision. It's not wrong if you buy some time and take a right decision, because accuracy and right decision is more important than just taking a decision. The next thing is it's not a bad idea to seek inputs from people around, whether it's your parents or your brothers, sisters, or maybe somebody that you look up to. Before you take any decisions, it is advisable that you seek certain inputs and guidance and suggestions from people around who you think will give you a right advice, and take their perspective, because they may have already gone through the similar situation, and you end up making a mistake. They may prevent you from doing that. So it will be a good idea to take inputs from people around, and then considering all of that, like your breathing, your stable mind, being patient, and then taking input from people around, and then I'm sure you will be able to take a better decision in your life. So I was actually thinking over it, and then it was a random thought which came to my mind, and I thought, let me just shoot it, and it may help some of you. Even if it is not going to help some of you, you can ignore it, but I think even if it helps at least 2 people, 5 people, 10 people in their lives, I'll be more than happy to share this video. So thank you so much for your time and patience for watching this, and stay safe. Thank you. Jai Hind.